Hey folks, welcome back. My name is Krishna. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So this time around, we're going to take a look at the Polygon lasso tool. I've spoken about this tool in previous videos, but I'm going to share with you another technique that you can use to start with some flat shapes and build form. And this is perfect for man-made vehicles, whether you're dealing with semi-trucks, spaceships, jet fighters, what have you. And what I really like about this technique is it allows you to have a quick visualization tool to be able to draw these objects from different angles. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll start by making a brand new layer. The Polygon lasso tool is located in the toolbar on the far left-hand side here. So I'm going to choose Polygon lasso tool. And I'm just going to start off by just making some type of a trapezoidal shape. So I'm just going to click to confirm those points. I'll pick a white color. I'll just choose red in this case. I'll hit Option Delete. That fills in the form. I'll drop the opacity of that layer and I'll make a new layer. So I want to show you what the basic technique is and then show you how we're going to use it. So I can use this as a basis for creating one side of a shape, and I can always add the other side. And this essentially gives me a 2-point perspective box. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm drawing one side as a shape and then constructing the box from that shape. And this is the key to this particular technique. Okay, so now that we have that, let's move that off to the side. Let's make some kind of a ship. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with another trapezoidal shape. This time what we're going to do is we're going to hold the Shift key down, and this is going to add to our selection. I'm going to create a nose cone like so. And then with the Shift key continuing to be held down, I'm going to add a wing. And I'll repeat that on the opposite side. So I have something like this. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Option Delete. Here we go. This particular technique allows us to focus on creating very strong silhouettes. Silhouettes are basically, if you think about your shadow or you think about just the coloring in the entire form, whether it's an object or a character, so that you can easily distinguish who that character is or what that vehicle is. So this silhouette very much looks like a jet fighter. And what we're going to do here is we're simply going to make a new layer and we're going to just add our boxes. So you want to think about trapezoidal shapes. This is a trapezoidal shape. And I'm essentially adding some thickness to this box right here. And then from there I can start to add other elements like the wings. I'll add this wing here too. Trying to draw with my entire arm. I'll maybe draw a cockpit. I can add some thrusters. I can add a few extra lines to kind of make it look more interesting. Maybe even add some type of a fin. And I can always remove extra lines that I don't care about. So I've got something that now looks like a rocket ship. And you got to make those rocket ship noises to kind of make it look like it's going fast. Okay, so I've got this basic ship. You can always come back in and add logos and decals and other things like that, but this just gives you a very quick way of getting something built that you can just work with. So let's continue that thought process. So this can be used to create all sorts of vehicles. I'm going to go ahead and create something like this. 2 trapezoidal shapes that are stacked. And I'll fill those in. Option Delete, Alt Backspace. Drop the opacity on that layer. And this looks like a truck of some type. This looks like the cabin. This looks like the area that you actually haul stuff in. So I can just draw those lines. Again, this is the side of that the storage area. And then here's the cabin. And then from there I can find the midpoint to draw where those doors perhaps might open. I can drop some wheels in. Wheels are just essentially cylinders. Usually with these types of trucks they have, you know, several wheels like so. So you might have something like these, and these might be shaded in because they're a little bit concealed by shadow. And so I've got the basic structure here for a truck, and I can always come back in and add details. And what this helps me do is that it gives me a good foundation. So I can always use that trapezoidal shape. If I wanted to say, for example, add some lettering on this truck, I can find the midpoint for this left edge of the trapezoid, find the midpoint of the right edge, draw a line, and then repeat that with some vertical lines here, and then use that to create some kind of a logo. I'll just say TJ's. So you can actually add some type of a logo behind it. So we've got a quick truck just using a simple shape. All right, let's do one more just to round this out. So we can also use this to create interiors for various structures. Again, keeping in mind that trapezoidal shape. Let's go ahead and hold down the Shift key, make 2 trapezoids like so. We'll fill it in, Option Delete. Drop the opacity, make a new layer. And this can be like a cockpit for some type of some kind of vehicle, right? So we can draw 2 curved lines. Let me just drop the opacity a little bit more so we can see better what's going on. We can connect those 2 together. Draw the structure right here. And then maybe this is a glass area, and then we actually have some controls. Maybe there's some buttons. Maybe we have a chair. Now this is going to be a tight fit, but this is just for illustration purposes. And voila, we can add a little yoke. Maybe there's some kind of a control mechanism here. And now we've got the insides of some type of a vehicle. Could be a crane, could be a spaceship, we don't know. So that's again the power of the Polygon lasso tool. Give it a try. The key thing to remember here is you can use trapezoids to start these base shapes. It gives you basically a side to work from, and then you can flesh that out. And also holding down the Shift key will add to your existing selection. So try that out. Let me know what you think. If you find some value in that, please consider giving this video a thumbs up so more folks can find it. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. We're almost at 3,000 subs, so I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. And stick around. I'll do a drawing from start to finish at the end of this video. So cue the music, and we're going to get right into it. See you then.